And the news at 6 begins with major developments in the Washington Commanders' search for a new home. WUSA 9 has learned Virginia lawmakers will not vote tomorrow on a bill that would help fund a stadium in Northern Virginia.
Yeah, this after WUSA 9 told you first that a key lawmaker was pulling his support. Our chief investigative reporter Eric Flack joins us in the studio tonight.
Yeah, Flack, you've reported this stadium bill was falling apart quickly for the Commanders, and you're just confirming that there's some more bad news for the team?
There is, Leslie. I broke this on my Twitter page late this afternoon. The long-awaited Virginia Assembly vote on a plan to use taxpayer money to help Washington Commanders owner Dan Snyder fund a new stadium will not take place tomorrow as originally scheduled. It's another major blow to a plan that now sort of appears to be on life support. The expected vote on the funding plan was supposed to take place during the special session tomorrow. The proposal to give Snyder future stadium tax revenues to build in Northern Virginia overwhelmingly passed the finance committees of both houses earlier this year. But as sexual harassment and financial mismanagement allegations stacked up against Snyder and his front office, the legislation has lost support, slashed from $1 billion in taxpayer funding to roughly $300 million or less, and now seemingly in limbo altogether, with State Senator Jeremy McPike of Woodbridge telling me late this afternoon, quote, "No vote tomorrow unless something changes tonight," adding, quote, "It is highly unlikely anything changes. No vote." McPike is one of 3 state senators who have publicly changed their yes vote to a no on the stadium funding issue. We spoke with another, Chap Peterson of Fairfax, late last week.
I'm not standing up against anybody. The Washington Commanders are not the Washington Redskins, and they're not the institution, the icon that we had in this community for 80 years. They are effectively a team with no tradition and pretty much no fans.
The stadium funding plan is not completely dead and could theoretically be passed by the Virginia legislature later this month if lawmakers can hammer out an agreement. In a statement, Commanders President Jason Wright said extra time would help them share with lawmakers how the project would create jobs and tax revenue. If it doesn't pass, Dan Snyder will have to decide if he wants to move forward with a stadium in Northern Virginia without taxpayer money or build on land the team already owns in Prince George's County. D.C. remains seemingly out of the mix at this point. Leslie?
To see what the future of this means for all these locations. We know you'll be watching, and we will too.
All right.